Testing, 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 testing. Audio check, audio check, audio check, audio check, audio check, audio check. All right, there we go. This has been crazy the last couple of days. I've been having issues with my sound on Twitch. At least get started. It's something I've never been experiencing before. I don't know what's going on. I guess we'll have to try to get that figured out because this is now 2 days in a row. My last two live streams, I've experienced the same issue each time trying to get started. All right, but 3 minutes late, but we're here. All right, is this thing on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. In spite of audio issues, it's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. And again, just trying to get this thing started up and jumping off a little bit here. And I don't know what's going on with my audio today, but we'll get it sorted out. Just a little vexing when it's happening more than one time, and I don't have any clear cut cause or inclination as to why it's occurring. I'm doing exactly the same thing I do every time I fire up a live stream. No different steps or anything. All right, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, you're tuned in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, and today we're playing Farming Simulator 25. We're on the Riverbend Springs map, which is one of the base game, 3 base game maps. Excuse me, for Farming Simulator 25. And as you can see, we're already trying to get starting up and trying to get going here. We're in the event 7 Series tractor here. And let's hop out for a second because I want to showcase something. I don't really get into the mods and the mod updates and all that stuff that much in my series because I leave that to the YouTubers, of which there are many out there that you can go and get detailed videos on the mods and the updates and their features and all that good stuff on a daily basis. So definitely check that out. But the thing I want to get into is that this American Midwest shop mod that I'm using by Icus Modding for my main shed in this series has received an update. If you remember, and I had to work this out off camera because I didn't want to risk messing up my building in case because the way saves work in Farming Simulator, it's hard to walk things back, so it's better to figure those things out so that way if you make a mistake you can just reload the game before you save it. Long story short, I had a mod that I had placed on this wall over here previously that was a pressure washer because this building didn't have one built in, even though you had this washer area, which I had talked about before in the series that I thought was kind of odd. But they finally updated this area now to actually have a pressure washer built in the building, and it's on this wall here. It has now been added and updated to this mod, along with some other minor improvements to the building, the models, the doors, lighting, and a few other things. But again, you can go to the Farming Simulator website and see the information on that, or even in the in-game mod hub when you're on the loading screens in the game, whether you're on PC or console, you can see all of that, as well as the notes and the description, so on and so forth. But definitely check that out. But I'm very happy that they finally added a pressure washer to this building, which should have been here from the outset, but I just always found it odd that you literally had to set up to be a washing area, but you didn't have the washing equipment in here. As you can see the drains on the floor here. Clearly it's designed to be a drive-through washer area with all the water and all the suds and everything going down to the drainage system here. Um, I don't know why they. I guess they were probably thinking, okay, we'll leave it up to the discretion of the player because they might have their particular preferences and what equipment they like to use for pressure washing. But if you design the building to have it, a wash area in here, you should have a built-in washer in the building as well. I'm glad they circled back around and added that update to the building. Enough on that. I know I'm such a nerd. This is something that's very exciting to me and very cool. But other than that, that's the only thing we've been doing between episodes off camera. We're kind of jumping in a little bit cold turkey here. Let's see what we got going on in the sawmill here. I haven't checked on this in a while. We've been working on a few other things. Wood is starting to get a little low, so we can go ahead and chop a few of these last few remaining trees down and make sure our sawmill is still being supplied. Let's go ahead and do that right now. And we're super close to getting that playground project completed. I just don't know how many more stages we got, but we should be close to the completion of that project here, hopefully within the next few months. But seems like we're almost there if you're going by the visual cues you see when you're in that area. And like I said, once we finish that off, I'm going to go ahead and end the series, and then we're going to move over to the Alma, Missouri map, and then that'll be a series that I'll run probably at least until the new Islands Fishing expansion comes out in November. Once that drops, I'm probably going to jump over to that map in particular, especially if a lot of the features of that expansion are built into the map and probably not going to be on mod maps for a little while, because I just want to get into and test out some of those new features, including fishing, the fisheries, and all that stuff. And it's not one of those things that is automatically added to maps, so the modder has to update the maps to get there. I don't know per se how long that will, if such is the case, how long that will take to get to Alma. So I'm probably just more than likely going to jump right over to the map that comes with that expansion, but I'll definitely get on posted on that if that changes down the line or whatever I come up with. But that's what I'm looking at doing right now based on the way things appear to be going right now. Tree on here stuck on a telehandler, so we'll just go ahead and get it processed. There we go. And now we go here and look at the wood. It's now 89, almost 90%. And of course, now my device and vehicle are acting weird, and it did that once before, and it was crazy. Like it still had the weight to it. Okay, it's still doing it. That's wild. Uh-oh. Definitely still some glitchy stuff in the game sometimes. And this is right up there. This is glitchy behavior. See, it's behaving as if it has the weight on here still, and we've already sold the object, but the vehicle is still behaving like it has the weight on it on the front end. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Like, this is one of those wonderful starts to the episode. All right, and I'm having, dang it, yeah, it's just throwing me, stuff's just throwing me off right now. Sorry about that. This is actually kind of aggravating. Well, let's reset it to the shop. Okay. And I'm not seeing my other equipment here on the map. Where the heck is it? Okay, why is my stuff not showing on it? All right. All right, do it this way. All right, just not with the sound stuff, man. It's already got me in a space where I'm like, okay, don't feel like dealing with bugs right now. Let's see. You on? All right, screw it. I don't know why they're not. All right, I'm gonna reserve the right to remain silent momentarily here because I don't want to start flying off the handle verbally. But this is kind of annoying. All right, we're gonna drive back to the main farm and see what's going on. We're still experiencing this stupid bug. All right, let me turn the lights on. It's clearly a bug. I don't know what to put it on because there's actually about 3 different mods involved here. Actually 4 different mods. No, 3 different mods. And I don't know which one of them might be causing this issue. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. It's my day. This is my day. And it's driving like it has the weight. All right, off rip. Not dealing with it. All right, let's see here. More than one way to skin a cat. It's unfortunate that I got to go through this. And let's see. Get rid of all of it and reset it that way. Where's Here, go ahead and get out of there, bro. There's an adapter. Alright, okay, it has to be an issue with the mod. We got rid of both of those pieces, and this thing is behaving properly now. That's just so weird. Let's see. Okay. Why can't I select my vehicle now? Alright. Set. Just bear with me here, guys. This is not the start way I wanted to start this evening. Let me go here to the shop now, and I gotta remember where those pieces are located at that I need here. It's on the front loader tools. All right, there's that piece, the M140 with transport straps. Yeah, we can just do something a little bit different with it now. No. And for the color, actually, we'll keep that the default this time around. Buy that. And then the other piece that we need is, where is it at? I think it was under this category. Was it under front loaders? No. Telehandler tools, maybe. Yeah, the adapter. And in fact, we're going to grab a couple of different things here since main color. We're already compelled to be here based on circumstance. Right, so we have two different pieces here, and we're going to, it'll all make a little bit more sense here momentarily. I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, get this adapter piece sorted out, that attached. And then we'll get the spikes sorted. And we'll grab that. That's that. And that's back on there. And then we'll go ahead and grab this weight. And we can have that for when we need it. Or so I thought. That piece. So where is this weight supposed to attach at, or how is it? It's not being picked up here. It says it's a weight for telehandlers, but it's not attaching. Those are the controls for control arm. And these are the pieces on the front. All right, so that's a loss already. So let's go ahead and, I don't know what's going on here. It's just one of those uh, auspicious kickoffs that I'm having here today. Wait for telehandler. Sell that back because that's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So we'll figure out something else here. Where the weights at? Category for the weights. All right. So I got a few different things here. Let me see. I got some mods that I want to get into. Orange Easy. I don't know what that is. There's a mod that I installed recently that's supposed to have the attacher on it. I'm trying to remember which one that was. But it's one that has all the attachers on it already. So you don't even have to deal with some of the issues that we've been having here. And we can still do what we needed to do as far as attaching trailers and such to the back of the telehandler here. That's not it, no. It's supposed to be, I thought I had an adjustable weight mod on that I had downloaded and installed. Is it in the miscellaneous? Let's see. Hand tools, objects, category, miscellaneous. Okay, I think I'm going to have to research that too, because that's not even falling out like I thought it was. I thought because one it was on the weights, and it's supposed to be a selectable weight. Oh, it says class adjustable weight pack. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at sitting right in front of me, ain't it? That's adjustable weight pack. Effective, yes. Okay, I thought we saw Ultra, not the Burlow green, huh? All right. We'll do the John Deere green for now. All right, let's give this a go and see if it does what I want it to. Okay, right. Hmm. Trying to see what that right stick control is for because it did. There's one that did something just a second ago, but okay, it's not doing whatever I thought I saw it do a moment ago, so we're just not gonna spend a whole lot of time on that. Alright, so we're gonna head on back to the main farm here, and I'm gonna test real quick that if we can still attach a trailer with this weight on the back, if this is the one I was thinking about, but if it isn't, then we'll just go ahead and sell it back and move on to other things, and I'll get that sorted out off camera. And we might revisit if we have the time. We've already been a bit sidetracked here for about half an hour into, give or take the 3 or 4 minutes that it took for us to even get started here. Here. This trailer, and let's see if we can still attach with this particular weight on the back. Alright, that's all I wanted. As long as we can still attach this trailer to the back and do all the stuff we've been doing. But now, do have an issue here. Again, if can't pivot the nope, I'm not able to pivot the telehandler head here. See if I can get back to that screen then, because I don't know what's happening now. This is really going to be one of those days. Yeah, because this. Nothing right on the right stick is not doing anything for me. And when I do, it's moving the camera and not the, alright, is it me? Am I stupid now? Okay, I'll get to tell it. Oh, there it is. On the trailer, so it's me. Oh my gosh. What yeah. Alright, so coming around. Let's grab this other tree here. Hopefully I can get it all together here now. And let's see if we can do the straps. We got enough of a counterweight now. Theory where we won't get thrown too far off balance. Perhaps I spoke too soon. But let's try one other idea here. There we go. That'll get where I want to be, and then we'll hop out and we'll sell this tree. And that should get it done. And now we're going to have some trailer. And it's kind of cool now if we want to work at night. We have lights on the weight itself as well. All right, there we go. So all of that time spent was in the effort to get the sawmill sorted out and resupplied, and now we should be sitting at 99% in the sawmill. And let me go ahead and touch this up right here, because the OCD side of my brain won't let me sit here and continue to look at that. So let me grab here. Gonna repaint that area back so it looks a little more neater. All right, and of course got some stumps that I will come grind at some point, but not now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and rack it and move on to the next day. I think I need to check. Did we already mowed? I don't even remember if we already mowed or not yet. I think we did. Actually, why am I doing that the hard way? Yeah, we did. Okay. So how are we looking on precision farming in that area or across the map right now? Right, 99, 98. All right, so some things have updated. We still got this issue over here on the wheat field, but I'm operating on the assumption that that will be sorted in a little while as well, or at least after we do a harvest. Maybe we'll see. I still want to go over here. I'm curious to see what the field information tells me when I walk on the field. All right, saying pH is bad across the board. That doesn't correlate with what I'm seeing in precision farming, does it? Let's see. We'll go back in precision farming, and pH is kind of showing this weird map right now. I don't know how to resolve that. I think what we're gonna do though, just for amusement purposes, let's grab this track. The suspension of disbelief. I'm gonna grab some line and actually see what changes. I think we have some lime in our silo. Yeah, 9,000 liters. Going in now. My lights turn back on. We're going to see what information changes now. But it's definitely spreading line. And field, the mini map is showing on field info that we're seeing some changes here that don't seem to be reflected when I'm looking through the heads-up display and the precision farming filters. So that's interesting. We're just going to go ahead and dust this field with lime and just see what happens, because this information is still kind of all over the place. I haven't set the automatic distribution, so it's going to do what it's supposed to do no matter what, which is great. So you want to make sure we leave no stone unturned. Blast the entire field with a little bit of lime. And if I hit the steering and quit auto-correcting, I could make a decent turn. But that's one update that Giants did to the game that I've not been happy with. Is when the game first came out, the steering wasn't that wonky and didn't have this weird feedback loop that, as I understand it, was supposed to be inserted in to make steering more realistic, but I don't think it's achieving that desired effect. Alright, so that should do it as the fertilizer spreading goes. And let's see what the info gives us now. It says pH is good or perfect in most cases, seeing some weird okays and other stuff there. And again, this year's version of precision farming. A little more confused than I did with the precision farming and farming simulator 22. Done here, we still have line that we can unload, so we'll go ahead and do that now. Grab put these back into the silo. And this trailer's not a spreader's not a dump trailer, so I gotta unload in order to get the lime pallets and place them, and place those in the farm silo manually. Let's go ahead and get this fertilizer spreader stored again. We don't need it right now, so go ahead and park it until we need to use it again. We need maintenance on that this time. Get ahead of the game by doing a little maintenance. And it looks like it needs a little top off of fuel, so we're going to go ahead and grab some fuel. A little diesel never hurt anybody. Yeah. All right, back at it, and I've been talking fine all day, and now when I go live, my voice starts just want to do weird stuff. And what is it today? All right, let's go ahead and sleep. All right, it's a new day. And first thing we want to do is something I forgot to do when we started the stream is let's go out to the main map, get off the precision farming tab, and we got to go over here and fire up the visit. The conveyor system I have set up to move the stones from the quarry right into our cement factory. Excuse me. All right, so we got to start the engine up, and then we got to turn on the conveyor belt, and from there it'll be running. And the reason why we have to do this is because this machine is considered a vehicle as far as the game is concerned. So you got to turn the vehicle on, and when you turn it on, I don't think it runs continuously. It might if you have automatic start on, though. I never thought about that. All right, so the next thing we want to do is let's hop back on the map and go over to the playground and let's see what's happening out here with the playground. Is it? Oh, no, sorry. Playground. Is it? As you see, we're working on this area that the toy tractor builder is working on another big tractor. And now if we come over here and look at the almost complete playground. All right, so required materials for the next step in this project are as follows. We need 5,296 planks. Uh, we need 6,006 uh, over 6,000 rope, and over 6,299 fabric we have already. So we have the rope, planks. It's 5,000. We have the planks. So we have everything we need right now, right? From what I'm looking at here, yes. So we don't need to provide any supplies there. And if we go and look at our production chains, we can see what's going on with the toy tractor manufacturer. And they are out of planks completely. Yeah, nice. But and they could use a delivery of long planks as well. Sorry, so we know that. Going to the main farm, let's hop on over here to the sawmill. We got a few plank pallets. That's small and long planks, and that's all this is set to produce these days. Let's grab a pallet of long planks. And get that loaded. And grab another one. Okay, and get that loaded. These are all long planks, so we're just gonna stack those as so and put a strap on them. And we'll just do, well, let's do regular planks at the second level. Plank pallet. One on this side. And we'll strap on those. Let's see how far we can go. One pallet. Let's grab one more. Alright, let's get this all strapped in, make sure we have everything that we need for this delivery run. Just to be safe, let's stack another set of long planks up here. Alright. This process is becoming a bit more tricky than I anticipated today. Alright, let's see, that's a long plank. You get a pallet of long planks. And then taking my time and getting that done, we had another pallet spawn, which is cool. Alright, and the issue here with these stacks is always trying to get in the sweet spot so that you can lift it up without having to go through all these telehandler issues. But this one doesn't want to cooperate with it. Because of this pallet right here is blocking me in. Shouldn't have a bearing on it, but it does. No. I'm gonna pick it up. Alright. I can't see what I'm doing with a stupid camera in this version of the game. I hate the way the camera behaves in this one versus how it behaved in Farming Simulator 22. And this is just when you're carrying an object that it does this weirdo behavior. Yeah, this is a time sink now. Alright, move. Vexing and perplexing. Just drop it in there. I knew it didn't release it. That's not annoying at all. Ah. Having like these bad, this is like having this bad jigsaw puzzle. now we just have the long planes, right? That's 4 we got stacked already. Shouldn't need more than 4. Alright. Alright, so all this work just to get to this point where we can go deliver this scrap. Excuse me, stuff. Don't want to use those. And we have a wait, so why is that happening when we have a wait? Crash counter +1. Driving like a blind man right now. There it is, and all of this set of supplies will go straight to the toy tractor manufacturer. I'm going to drop that off now. Of course, we over-delivered on the long planes. totally checking out. I missed my turn a while ago, and I'm just going on a little world tour, I guess. No, I can't say world. It's good in the middle of its own way. Shit. I have no idea where I'm at or what I'm doing. Let's go to the map. There. Definitely missed my turn. Where am I? Alright, let's do something we haven't done in a while. Let's take the ferry. Uh-oh. I did that backwards. Well, we won't take the ferry. Alright, let's try to see where I'm at here. On the bus. Oops, how many times am I gonna miss my turn? Okay, I'm confused because the map is showing that I should be able to go across right here, but I'm not seeing it. It's a road above me. I'll go up here and go that way. Yeah, okay, here we go. Hello and welcome back. Finally, welcome back, man. Welcome back home. Took a long journey to get here, but we started from the bottom, now we're here. Dot, dot, dot. So what am I going to do next? Besides taking out traffic signs. I got nothing. Well, we should have a crop that's ready to harvest. I didn't even think about that. Yes, wheat is ready to go. See that one coming. So let's go grab us a harvester. And guys, you know I love those Colossus harvesters. So let's look at those first and foremost. Well, I got a boat ton of harvester mods installed. I might, but given that I have an affinity for the Colossus ones, I might just uninstall a lot of those and just stick with the Colossus ones for the most part and just customize that as needed. Where we at? Drivers, improvements, harvesters. Got the Ideal Pack, axial flow 150, the Class Lexion 560 to 590 US was the Colossus pack, and a multitude of John Deere harvester mods. Then I got the TARDIS combined harvester, the Nova Rostomash, but we're gonna do the Colossus pack, which also got an update today as well. Added a few new vehicles in the pack. Again, you can go to YouTube, watch one of the YouTubers that does mod reviews and get more details on the updates. Again, and I always recommend guys like DJ Goham, Sealy P, so on and so forth. Get that information. Let's see here. You want to do enhanced capacity or anything like that? We can go ahead and get this knocked out real quick. All right, window 10 standard. Why am I not seeing? I thought the capacity was adjustable. Oh, there it's standard 2 times. What's standard capacity? 50,000. Let's do 250. All right, and we'll lease that. We're just gonna fast track this because I don't want to waste the whole episode with you guys watching me harvest combinations, and we'll do the Titan header unrealistic. Working with, we want to go slightly above standard, but not standard, 25. We'll set it for the US standard. No brands, none of that's cool. We'll do all the rest of them defaults. So let's use that. All right, so while I'm in the shop, let's take a look at what I'm talking about as far as also want to check to see what was on sale. But the updates for the Colossus pack, let me see if I can find it here. Where are you? Yeah, but these are all, we'll just go, I'm not going to, like I say, do a mod review, but these are the things that have been added to the Colossus pack is fully loaded now with Colossus pack vehicle for everything. We even got stuff for doing the grapes and olives, which might make doing grapes and olives a lot more interesting now. They got the mulchers for the vineyard stuff, vineyard equipment, and also we got balers, we got bale wrappers, even got the Colossus Bale Master, um, and then your fertilizer spreader, salt spreader, um, and new things that have been added as well is you got your sprayers, lots of sprayer. Now, I don't know how well this might work with precision farming. Um, but there's that. And we got lots of stone scraper now, which I didn't know, but I'll be definitely coming over here and giving this a look for sure. And of course the trailers, and we even have a liquid transport a piece of equipment now, your root cart, and of course uh, my forage wagons that I like to use. All right, so just wanted to kind of show you some of that real quick. But definitely, when you have the time, you want to go in the game, download that mod, and check out the equipment there. It's really, really awesome. All right, but let's bounce over to the shop now. And let's grab our harvester and header combination here. I can't drive very well today. Head over to our wheat field and do some quick harvesting. And it just occurred to me, you want to do swathing. So don't know if we want we have some mods installed, swathing, and now would be a good time to get into that. All right, let me go link this out real quick here. Where's that mod at? Because I think the Colossus pack now supports swathing too now, if I'm not mistaken. See if I can find it under this menu. I don't know what category it falls under now. Windrows, I think. We could use there's a mod we have now where we can use a tractor to do our swathing. I think you gotta have a specific silo on your farm to do the other part of it. factories. Go to factories. You know what? When I see it, I want to make sure we do this properly here. There's two components to it if we're going to do the tractor swathing. Which, swath, yeah, this right here, the swath separator is what we need. So we need to place that somewhere on our main farm. So let's do this. Turn it off and go back over to the main farm. And then we want to go back into that menu. Back. And go to the swath separator. We got to find a nice little handy dandy spot on the farm that we want to place this silo. See, there's all sorts of collision issues here and there. What we do, we'll place this right about. Because we were originally going to place greenhouses over in this area. Change of plan. Let's put this over here out of the way. Elevations. Why is that tree there? Where's that tree? Actually, place this over here. This area. And then let's look at that 86-cent tree. Actually, I know what I do. Alright, so let me just come through here. The pin. Show you what I have in my very unhelpful tree. Deal with this tree. All right. Gone. I can't move by it. Horsepower. No lack thereof. Alright, let's get the big boy. Not sure what's happening or not happening there, so let's go grab our largest tractor. JCB fired up. Attach it. Turn the motor on. There we go. Let's disappear some trees so I don't. say no more trees in the way. And we were going to use this harvester to do something. Something else now. It's also a bit more realistic, but will allow us to swap our crop and produce much more material than we would have ordinarily. So we don't need these lease items. I wish I had thought about that before we jumped into these leases, but we'll go ahead and take the loss on those leases because we don't need these now. Did I just accidentally turn in? I did. Oops. All right, to the shop. So in the shop, we're going to go under the windrower category. We're going to get the swath dropper 760. That's part of the tractor swathing mod. It's a header. Standard. These are options. We'll do the 10.5 meter Unreal with markers, design color. And we'll lease that right now. And let's go grab the shop. And I'm still missing. I need the tractor with the brain is slowly processing information here. Give me this piece right here. Alright, so I guess which tractor we're using. It has enough voices. What we're about to do, we'll find out here quickly. This is a mod I've never really utilized, and I probably should have done some testing with it before we got to this point. I need the bill specs. Alright, let's take this to the shop. beacons on. And right now we're in a totally little bit of a experimental space here. A lot of dead time tonight. Oops, and I like taking out those signs, especially stop signs. They're so offending. Like I said, probably should have done a whole bunch of testing with this because I don't know how none of this is supposed to work per se. I guess we do need that trailer. We got traffic turned off, so that's not going to be a problem. Normally we would have to haul this header on a header trailer and all of that other good stuff, but got traffic turned off. So we would just drive it and bring it right to the farm straight up. And we have one other piece of equipment that we need to get here, I believe, before we can get started, and that will be the trailer. I think it's how it works. We're about to find out one way or the other here. I think you need a forage trailer, right? Oh yeah. We'll get it together. We're working backwards right now. Well, let's just do this. In the interest of time. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. You gotta. All these pieces that we'd have to teleport as well. So let's just drive back to the shop and lease the piece of equipment that we're missing that we need. And my apologies, guys. This will all make sense here in a moment. I hope. But again, this is a new mod that I haven't tested with or done anything with. So we're all kind of learning in real time here. Alright, so we're back in the shop again, and let's go ahead and order this other vital piece of equipment that I think we will need for this process to work. And that is, I'm going to go ahead and, in fact, since I use it so much, I think I'm going to just go ahead and buy it outright this time. We're under forestry, harvesters, mulchers, projects. Where is it? I'm just going to buy one of these outright. We use it not super often, but often enough that we really just need to invest in one. And we're going to use the Titan Super Collect 533, realistic. Working with, we're going to set it to 10 meters, unrealistic. Actually, we need 25 because the header is 13 meters. If we set it less than that, that might be problematic. What's the crop guide? Standard. Beacon light. 1. I've seen the beacon light. We'll set it to US configuration. Brands. Yes. Cover. Yes. And we want the capacity to be, let's set it to the 500K. And we're going to go ahead and buy this bad boy this time. All right, here we go. Now I think we got it. I hope we got it. And no mercy on those road signs. Show no mercy. Come back around to here. Crash gunner +2. Oopsie daisy. Alright, let's go here down to our crane wheat field. See if we can get this thing all sorted out. So we have the header first of all. Let's go to the header. See what the options are. What does this open cover do? Oh, that's for this guy. I just want to make sure we're not swapping grass or something, so let's get into the field before we get started here. Alright, so no more. Slide back. Yeah. Let's talk about mode. Turn our loading wagon. We got the swatter going. But our tractor's not picking it up. Why? So we gotta turn it on. saying that they don't have enough engine power. That's not cool. That. Yeah, I knew it was going to be one thing or the other. So what are the requirements for this thing? So it says 150 horsepower. How many horsepower is this tractor? That's not a lot. Struggle is real today. 175 horsepower. I don't know why it's being a pain in there. Alright, so we need to see. So I gotta find a special set of I can't think what the things are called now. My brain front loader that fits the pit, I guess. What is the horsepower? See, this is one of the reasons why I don't like the way the screens are on 25 versus how they were in 22. Because information like this, you kind of need presented front and center in a way that's more understandable and useful for you, and it's front and center, so you know it when you need it, so you don't have to dig for it. And that's not the case here. It's 80 horsepower for the quickie Q4M, but I need to. What's the horsepower for my Fendt? Up it goes up to 246. So I guess the 140 horsepower one would be the next tier up, but there's one 180, 120. Yeah. So I guess we would need the 140 one. Let's see. Get it all dressed up in vent colors. See, let's get this job. All of a sudden, running out of time. I finally get into something. It is not compatible. Okay. I'm not understanding. I'll tell you what. Let's go here. So I'm right now and on different levels with things right here. Customize. This one had the front loader. Yeah. All right. Well, let me do it this way because I don't know what the hell right now. Medium tractors. This won't show me either. So I don't know what front loaders got dang compatible with this damn tractor, and that's annoying me now. Because normally you just drive into it and attach it. You just have to make sure that the tractor exceeds the horsepower rating for the front loader, but that's not what's happening here. It's literally saying this tool is not compatible and it won't attach. So what the what? Now you're pissing me off. Still that bad. So I'm gonna have to do this by trial and error because I don't know what the flipping problem is right now. Lease. Until I find out why we can't put a front loader attacher on here when I have a front loader attacher on the tractor. That's not compatible. All right, so we're gonna have to go through every goddamn one of them apparently. This is stupid. I'm sorry. This is straight up stupid right now. That's right. Nope. What the whew. Ah. I don't know, man. I'm at a loss right now as to what the malfunction is. was driving the tractor up. Okay. Wow. I just screwed my whole day up today. This really is. This really has. Well, I wanted to get this figured out while we were on live. We're running out of time. I don't have any logic for why I can't attach the front loader attacher to the tractor. Do one more thing here. This is blowing my mind. All right, if we do that, does that make a difference? Wow. Color me stupid. Sure. Maybe we can get into it today or run out of time. Sorry, tonight has been a bit of a learning process for me, and I hope for you as well. And sorry that got a little out of hand there. The language, I apologize for the language right there. Although this stream is for adults, I don't want to be one of those guys that turns into cursing rant streamer guys that is getting this whole thing was getting frustrating. So I'm learning something new here about these front loader attachers. I thought they were pretty much universal, but apparently they're very brand specific. I didn't even might color how and what pieces I download and have installed and uninstalled in the future. Now why is this thing here now? Is not. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Now why won't it pick up this guy? But it went with the other front loader attacher. What is going on today? not understanding. Help me out, guys. Help me out. All right, we're gonna leave it here, man. I have to get this figured out off camera because I'm not getting a prompt to attach the front loader here. Oh, there it is. Oh. All right. Finally, we may be getting somewhere where we can at least get this started. And we're totally running out. We totally run out of time tonight. Even though we started a few minutes late, we're still not gonna run over that much. But you've been tuned in to another episode of Bose and Gaming live on Twitch. Today we've been playing Farming Simulator 25. We've been on the Riverbend Springs map, which is one of the 3 base game maps for Farming Simulator 25. We've attempted to do a few things tonight, but have not been very successful overall. But we're getting there. I wanted to showcase the swathing mod that I have installed. It allows you to do swathing with a tractor and do it all in one process. But I see here, I guess we're gonna have to do a little bit of overtime here though. Lower more, turn on more, and then go to our trailer. Maybe we will just cut it here and just save all of this for the next episode of the series. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But I do want to test it real quick while we're still on and we're running a little bit over the loading wagon. We have that picking up now. It's supposed to be saying a week SWAT, but it's saying week. Oh no, that's right. I think it works different. Alright, so it does pick up. It will pick up exactly from here on the next episode of the series. Alright, yeah, so that's what's up. And we're gonna leave it exactly right here. Alright, so let's turn that off. Since it took us so much effort and time to get to this point. Turn that off and we will pick up exactly from here in the next episode of the series. But you've been tuning into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. We've been playing Farming Simulator 25. We've been trying to get this new tractor swathing mod figured out, and we'll finish this up the next episode of the series, and also on a few other things. And hopefully also finish this project so we can move on to the Omaha, Missouri map. And thinking maybe we may have 1 or 2 more episodes of this series before we finish the whole thing and move on to Alma. Alright, but on Bose 831 Gaming on mostly major social media platforms, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. Wherever it is you're running across my content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like, let me know what you love, let me know what you don't. But either way, be sure to let me know. That's the only way I can get better and provide you with the content that you want to see. Episodes of my Twitch live stream series are uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. That's where you're running across my content. The same thing applies there. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Also, whatever application or platform you're on or using, don't forget to hit that notification bell, that notification icon. That way you can be apprised of when I post new content. Alright, that's all I got today. And again, my apologies for some of the issues that we experienced today. But as always, sometimes it's a learning process. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you gotta, you express those frustrations and those difficulties in different ways. We've had a cascade of them a little bit today, so there's that. But it's all good. This is Bose 831 Gaming. Farming Simulator 25, and we are out of here. I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone.